Hello, and welcome to Assembly Audible. I'm your host, Jennifer Pierce, multimedia content specialist with Assembly Magazine. One of the most talked about trends in manufacturing today is the idea of digital transformation. Manufacturers today are collecting reams of data from their products and processes. The challenge lies in harnessing that data to unlock insights and ideas that take your business to new and unexpected places. Our guest today is going to talk about just that. I'm joined by Vishal Gupta, Senior Vice President and Chief Information and Technology Officer for Lexmark International. He leads global information technology, software development, data science, and corporate strategy in a unified, connected technology team responsible for making connections between customers, employees, products, and strategy. Vishal, thanks for joining me today.
Jennifer, thanks for having me.
Okay, printers were among the first products to be given IoT or Internet of Things capability. Today, the average Lexmark printer is equipped with more than 120 sensors dedicated to collecting data. How is Lexmark using that data to improve its products and services?
So it's a great question, Jennifer. And our printers and our multifunction products, they've been really loaded with these 100 plus IoT sensors that you talked about for some time. And we did that so we could really do monitoring and control of all kinds of things on these devices. The fundamental question, Jennifer, becomes, so what, right? What are the metrics that all of these sensors are letting you do? And on that, I'm happy to report that if you think in terms of the customer experience, we've been able to resolve 70% of our customer device support issues remotely. We're able to predict 99% of them, and we're able to resolve 70% of them remotely. So that's wonderful for our customers. So really, this data has helped us in much better employee customer experience, much better profitability, much change in the business model, and also a design of better products. We actually leverage our Optra platform to collect a lot of the data, right? So we have a lot of sensors in that manufacturing process where we collect it to make sure it's got the right temperature, the right pressure, the right viscosity, the right density, and all of that, right? Because we've seen that it's very, very sensitive to all of those elements. And so that helps us very tightly control the manufacturing process. So we get the quality right, we get the consistency right, we get the yield right. And by applying all of these techniques, which are typically in the industry called SPC, statistical process control, we've been able to make very significant improvements. We've been hearing about IoT for some time, right? We've been hearing about, hey, number of devices connected, going up more and more. And I think the reason a lot of the companies get stuck in the pilot mode, Jennifer, is that they think about this as a technology project, right? And they essentially build prototypes, and it sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't work, and then it gets stacked up against all the other things the company has to do. And so, really, what you have to do, I think, differently from an IoT perspective is think about the so what, right? What are the business outcomes that you want? You're sort of defined for that project that these are the business outcomes. Is the IoT project, being designed to deliver those business outcomes? And if it is, you'll be able to take it from a pilot or a prototype into production. And if it's not, you'll have to obviously redesign it.
Lexmark's success with IoT technology has led your company to introduce Optra IoT solutions, a new portfolio of technologies to help customers quickly unlock the value of the IoT and accelerate digital transformation. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. We launched our Optra IoT solutions just 2 or 3 months back, but we've been working as a company in IoT for the last 15 years. It's been really for ourselves in the past, and we've used that experience, Jennifer, to really learn from what works, what doesn't work, right? how do we get the technology architecture right? How do we get the business architecture right? How do we get the outcomes? How do we build that organizational capability that we talked about? We innovated a lot around things like sensors. We innovated a lot around connectivity, around creating that platform. And so we've really now built it into a set of three key capabilities. One, that IoT platform, which is designed to be really applicable to maker of any connected device. Doesn't just have to be printer. So it's designed to be very scalable, modular, easy to use, secure. Secondly, we've created what we call as accelerators, because what happens is, and again, I'm in the boardroom myself, is, the board or the company executives always want to see progress fast, right? So what is the outcome, and how can you get to that outcome fast, right? In months and not in years. And so what these accelerators do are, think about them as kind of things that will reduce implementation time by 70 to 80%. So that platform, the accelerators really help them take that technical and the business risk out. Finally, we also realize that many customers may not have trained professional services who really understand this manufacturing domain, who understand how to make these things happen and deployed in real world environment. And so we can provide those as well. And so the combination of these three things are really our sort of secret sauce that helps us to take the technical and the business risk out for those manufacturers and help them get to those outcomes and help them get to those outcomes in a fast and predictable way.
Before we go, where can our listeners connect with you or learn more about Lexmark and its IoT platform?
So they can obviously come to lexmark.com. There we have a lot of information about our IoT platform. So that's what I would encourage them to do.
For more insights on assembling discrete parts into finished products and the people behind it all, visit our website, assemblymag.com. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast to keep up with our latest episodes. We're also on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, so we invite you to follow us there too. This has been Assembly Audible. Thanks for listening.